What's up, Dough Chaser? My name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. And today we're going to be talking about my 5-tactic code to help you improve your credit score 50 to 100 points within the next 3 months. If you can apply these 5 tactics towards your credit repair journey, there's no reason for you not to be successful. This is pretty much beginner information. However, a lot of you vets who are working on your credit and you're not getting the results that you want, a lot of that is due to your inability to follow this 5-tactic code. And if you can apply this, I can almost guarantee you will be successful. So before I get started, what I need you to do is like this video and also subscribe to the channel so that we can stay in touch and you can continue to get this value. Let's dive into it. So the first tactic to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points within the next 3 months is you have to take away the bad and add the good. Jason, what do you mean by this? What I'm talking about is a lot of times people are working on fixing their credit. However, their poor financial behaviors still are negatively impacting their credit. I'm talking about paying their bills late. I'm talking about adding to their credit card balances and allowing negatives to continuously hit their credit report. If you're not paying your bills on time, you're wasting your time with fixing your credit because payment history is 35% of your credit score. The more late payments added to your credit report, the more you're going to see your credit score drop. And if you want to start improving that, you have to stop allowing your bills to report late payment history. If you can stop doing that, you're going to begin to build from where you are. However, if you don't, your score is going to continuously drop. And that's not what we want. We want our score to increase. Also, 30% of your credit score is credit utilization. This is the comparison of your credit card balance to the limit. A lot of you are maxing out your credit cards and wondering why your credit isn't improving. Well, what you're showing credit bureaus is that you're dependent on debt. The more debt that you have, the more of your limits that you're using, the likelihood of you defaulting is a lot higher. It's proven. These are facts. So what you want to do is you want to pay down your credit card balances, add the good so that your credit score can improve. If you continuously add to the balance of your credit cards, your score is going to continuously drop. The third thing is, if you're allowing collections to hit your credit report, that's going to negate your progress. You want to stop collections from hitting your credit report. That means that you don't allow bills to go into collections at all. You make sure they're paid. And if they're already in collections, that means the damage is already done. However, what I'm speaking of is preventing new bills from going into collections. That means that you need to pay those bills. Now, paying your bills is not everything. Paying your bills is one critical component of your credit. However, it's very necessary. So if you want to fix your credit, the first thing you have to do is remove the bad. Remove those poor financial behaviors and add good ones. Pay your bills on time, pay down your credit cards, and make sure that you don't allow any new bills to go into collections. By doing that alone, I can guarantee you, you're going to be able to build from where you are instead of allowing your credit score to drop even more. So the second thing that you can do to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points within the next 3 months is you want to contact your creditors and beg for forgiveness. If you have late payments on your credit report, you want to contact your creditors. These are companies that you've been doing business with for years. They've earned your loyalty. Now it's time for you to reap that reward. How do you do this? Well, let's say that you have a late payment on your credit report from 2019, and of course, it's hurting your payment history. You contact ABC Company and you let them know, hey, I've been with you guys for however long, let's say 10 years. I've been with you for 10 years. I've been paying my bills on time. However, I ran into a rough spot in my life and that caused me to pay this bill late. As a loyal customer, I would greatly appreciate if you would look out for me and remove that late payment from my credit report. Now, using that approach, does it work all the time? No, it's pretty much 50-50. If they truly care about you, they'll look out for you, but you have to at least do your part by reaching out to them, writing them a letter, and asking for forgiveness. If you do so, you're going to see 50% of the late payments on your credit report be removed because some creditors do care. The third tactic that you can implement to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points within the next 3 months is you can begin to punish your enemies. These are furnishers who are hurting your creditworthiness. I'm talking about debt collectors. Debt collector scum is out to hurt your credit report, and what they do is they report your collections to motivate you to contact them to make a payment, because from their understanding and the psychology of everything, you have a problem on your credit report. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to fix that problem. So what do? You reach into your pocketbook, you make a payment arrangement with the company, and you expect that to be removed from your credit report. However, what really happens is they just update the status of that account. It turns into a paid collection. And unfortunately, a paid collection has the same negative weight as an unpaid collection. So what do? You punish your enemies first. Do not pay those accounts without doing these two things. The first thing you want to do is challenge it with the credit bureaus, okay? You want to begin to get the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is a consumer law protecting your creditworthiness. You want to get that law to begin to work for you, okay? So dispute it with the credit bureaus. And the second thing you want to do is you want to challenge the legal right to collect that account. You want to request debt validation. What debt validation does is it puts the debt collector in a corner and forces them to come correctly. Meaning that if they can't provide proof of contract, a proof of sale between the creditor and the new debt collector, and also an assignment clause in the contract that forces you to pay that debt to them, if they can't provide that information, then they can't collect on it. And a lot of times debt collectors, they break the rules. They don't report the account correctly and they don't go about it the right way. And because of your ignorance, not saying you're stupid, you just don't know, because of your ignorance, they capitalize. However, I'm here to spread information to show you the way to a better credit score. And if you apply this tactic, you're gonna see half of the collections on your credit report fall off because you put the debt collector against the wall. The fourth tactic that you can implement to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points is don't burn your bridges. Jason, what do you mean by don't burn my bridges? What I'm talking about is you have accounts on your credit report that build your history. Length of history is 15% of your credit score. You have accounts that can build history for 20, 30, 40 years. However, what a lot of people do is they pay these accounts off and they close them. When you close the accounts, that means that you prevent that account from continuously reporting payment history, meaning that that account can no longer help your future. What account am I talking about? I am speaking of your credit cards. When you pay those suckers off, do not close them. Do whatever you can to keep those accounts open as long as possible, because the longer you keep those accounts open, the more they're going to help your length of history, the more they're going to add to your payment history. And if you maintain a low balance, the more they're going to help your credit utilization aspect of your credit, which is 30%. All right. So that means that this one account has the ability to impact your credit score 80%, 35, 30, 15. We're talking about 80% of your credit score based off of a credit card. Don't burn your bridges. Keep those accounts open as long as possible, and you're gonna see those accounts take care of you. Now understand, just because you have a credit card does not mean that you need to max it out. Use it responsibly, maintain a low balance, maybe put a Netflix account on it or a Hulu account, something small, automate the payment, and as you do that, you're gonna see it continuously improve your credit. Following this tactic is gonna help your credit score throughout the years, believe me. The fifth and final tactic that you can use today to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points in the next 3 months is don't shop until you drop. I run across so many people who have 50, 100, 150, 200 inquiries on their credit report in the span of 2 years. People, if you don't get approved for it the first 5 times, you need to give up and evaluate the situation. One of the best things that you can do to help your credit worthiness is not waste your inquiries. Inquiries can impact your credit score 2 to 5 points, up to 55 points. We know so many people who could be up 55 points if they would just understand the power of no and stop applying for accounts. If your credit score is low, the likelihood of you getting approved is also low. What you want to do is you want to work on building your credit score and also research that company to see where they're pulling your credit report from. Meaning that if you have a high credit score with TransUnion, you want to go with companies that pull the TransUnion credit report, because that's going to be the credit score that they evaluate to determine your credit worthiness. However, with Equifax and Experian, if you have low credit scores and you pull your credit to see if you're going to get approved for that account, the likelihood is very low. So do your research, work on your credit scores with those credit bureaus so that you can improve the likelihood of you getting approved. Don't waste your inquiries. Each time your credit gets pulled to determine your creditworthiness, that is considered a hard pull, and that's going to hurt your credit 2 to 5 points each, up to 55 points. So these are the 5 tactics that you need to understand to improve your credit score 50 to 100 points within the next 3 months. If you can implement each of these tactics, there's no reason for you not to be successful. Again, this is pretty much beginner information, very basic, very straight to the point. If you can grasp this, you will be successful. Hopefully this information has been very helpful. Again, my name is Jason White. I need you to do me a favor. If you like this information and you want to continue to get information, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so that we can continuously stay in touch and I can continue to provide you with value. I want to thank you for your time. Make sure you check out my channel and watch out the other videos. And please do me a favor, comment. Let me know that you like this video. I love when you engage with me. It lets me know what I can continue to do to help you. I'm out, y'all. Peace.